You check your travel bag one last time. Shoes? Check. Headphones? Check. Toothpaste? Yep, under 100 milliliters. You exhale, thinking, all right, I'm all set. Well, not so fast, because in 2025, the TSA is confiscating more items than ever before, and it's not just the obvious things anymore. We're talking about protein powders, external chargers, travel toys, herbal powders, and even those reusable water bottles everyone carries around. And here's the shocking part. Most travelers have absolutely no clue these are being flagged until it's too late. So today we're diving into 10 surprising items that TSA is now confiscating in 2025, including a few that have caught senior travelers completely off guard. Stick around till the end because number 7 might be sitting quietly inside your own medicine cabinet right now. Let's get started. Number 1. Protein powder and pancake mix. It looks so innocent, just a pouch of protein powder for your morning smoothie or a little bag of pancake mix for that Airbnb breakfast. But here's the thing, TSA scanners don't care how healthy you are. In their system, any powder-like substance can look suspicious. As of 2025, any powder over 12 ounces, around the size of a standard soda can, can trigger extra screening. That includes flour, baby formula, electrolyte mixes, and even powdered greens. Why? Because certain powders mimic the appearance of explosive materials on X-ray machines. If the powder isn't clearly labeled, security might pull your bag aside for inspection. Travelers have reported being delayed for 20 to 30 minutes just because of an unlabeled container of protein powder or supplement mix. TSA agents are trained to be overly cautious. It's part of their job. So even something harmless from your kitchen might raise eyebrows. Quick fix. Keep powders under the 12-ounce limit, roughly 350 milliliters. Label them properly and pack them in a separate tray. Or better yet, pre-portion your shakes or pancake mixes in clear containers before your trip. Because the last thing you want is to spend your vacation explaining whey protein to a confused security officer. And speaking of technology, let's talk about that smart suitcase that might get you grounded before you even board. Number 2, smart luggage. That fancy suitcase you spent hundreds on, the one with GPS tracking, USB charging ports, and even Bluetooth locks, might be your biggest travel mistake. In 2025, TSA rules are crystal clear. If your suitcase contains a non-removable lithium-ion battery, it can be confiscated immediately. Yes, even at check-in. The reason is simple: fire risk. If that battery overheats while your bag is in the cargo hold, no one can access it. It's a potential mid-air disaster. Even top luggage brands like Away and Samsonite had to redesign their smart suitcases to comply. Some airlines now even require proof, like a picture showing your battery can be removed without tools. Pro tip: if your bag's battery can't pop out easily, don't take it. Always remove the battery and pack it in your carry-on. If your model doesn't allow that, you're better off leaving the entire bag at home. Because nothing ruins a trip faster than watching TSA roll away your brand new $400 suitcase. And while we're on the topic of travel gear, wait till you hear what's happening with water bottles. Number 3, reusable water bottles with hidden compartments. You'd think reusable bottles were the safest travel item ever. Eco-friendly, sustainable, TSA approved. But in 2025, that's no longer guaranteed. Security agents are flagging bottles that have hidden compartments designed to store supplements, pills, or powders. And here's the twist: some travelers don't even realize their bottle has one. Several trendy bottle brands now include detachable pill holders or secret stash spaces at the base. But to TSA agents, those double-walled bottoms can look like concealment compartments. They don't have time to test what's inside, so if it looks suspicious, it's gone. Best practice: avoid novelty bottles with detachable sections, opaque bases, or twist-off compartments. Stick to simple, transparent bottles, and always empty them completely before reaching security. You might love your stylish bottle, but it's not worth losing 30 minutes at the checkpoint explaining it. And if you thought water bottles were bad, the next one hits travelers who love their gadgets. Number 4, external laptop batteries. Even frequent flyers are shocked by this one. External batteries are useful, but only within strict limits. If your power bank or laptop battery exceeds 100 watt-hours, you need special airline approval. Go over 160 watt hours, and it's banned completely. Don't expect TSA officers to do the math for you. If the label is missing, unreadable, or unclear, they'll simply confiscate it. Here's how to check. Multiply volts by amp hours. If that number is above 100, you need permission before you fly. And remember, power banks and spare batteries always go in your carry-on, never in checked luggage. Period. So before you pack that big external battery for your long flight, double-check its rating, or risk losing it on the spot. Now this next one frustrates families the most, especially those traveling with kids. Number 5. Toys that look like weapons. Yes, toys. In 2025, TSA will go zero tolerance on anything resembling a weapon. Plastic swords, toy guns, lightsabers, foam nunchucks, even superhero figurines with detachable accessories. All fair game for confiscation. It doesn't matter if it's neon-colored or obviously fake. If it could be mistaken for a real weapon or cause alarm, it's not allowed through. There have even been reports of families missing flights because a small toy pistol or BB gun replica was tucked in a backpack. TSA's stance: if it could trigger panic or confusion, it doesn't. Fly. So leave the toy arsenal at home. Watching your kid's $80 collectible get tossed in the trash at the airport is not the memory you want from vacation. And if your trip involves the great outdoors, the next one might surprise you even more. If you're finding this helpful so far, make sure to hit like, drop a quick comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel keep travelers like you ahead of the rules. Number 6, camping gear and tent stakes. Planning a hiking trip in Colorado? Or maybe camping under Iceland's northern lights? Sounds perfect, until TSA checks your gear. In 2025, camping tools are now classified as dual-use items, meaning they could be considered potential weapons. Tent stakes? Not allowed in carry-on. Fuel canisters? Absolutely banned. Even small stove attachments can raise alarms. One traveler even reported losing a $300 ultralight stove because it had a sharp-edged adapter that TSA labeled as unsafe. Quick tip: ship your valuable camping gear ahead or buy inexpensive replacements at your destination. And never fly with fuel, flammable liquids, or pressurized gas containers. Bottom line, if it belongs in the wilderness, it probably doesn't belong in your carry-on. Number 7, medications with certain names. This one's catching older travelers off guard more than anything else. Some medications that are perfectly legal in the US are now being flagged because they contain ingredients found on international controlled substance lists. That includes sleep aids like Zolpidem for an Ambien, anti-anxiety drugs, codeine-based painkillers, and even some common over-the-counter allergy pills. If you carry these in unmarked pill boxes or organizers, TSA can confiscate them on the spot. In some cases, travelers have even been briefly detained for verification. To avoid problems, always carry meds in their original bottles. Keep a copy of your prescription and a doctor's note. Declare them before you're screened. It's not worth the risk. One unlabeled pill bottle can delay your entire trip. And speaking of small electronics, the next category is catching even experienced travelers off guard. Number 8, batteries inside grooming devices, electric razors, toothbrushes, beard trimmers, things we all carry. But in 2025, TSA is tightening up on devices containing certain types of lithium batteries. Older or imported models sometimes use non-standard or untested batteries that don't meet safety standards. Worse, many of them don't show watt-hour ratings, leaving TSA officers to make a judgment call. And if they can't verify it's safe, they'll pull it. If your grooming device doesn't list its specs, bring a backup or be ready to lose it. And always keep these in your carry-on, not in your checked luggage. Now let's talk about food, because even your homemade sandwich can trigger a full inspection. Number 9, DIY snacks wrapped in foil. Making your own sandwiches for the flight? Brilliant idea, until security sees them. TSA scanners can't see through aluminum foil, which means anything wrapped tightly in it, like burritos, subs, or even foil-wrapped chocolates, appears as an opaque block. And when scanners can't identify what's inside, they have to open your bag for a full manual check. You're not breaking any rules, but it can cost you precious time and in some cases a missed connection. The easy fix? Use clear plastic wrap, Tupperware, or parchment paper instead. TSA can see through those materials easily, and you'll glide right through. And now for something a lot of spiritual travelers aren't prepared for. Number 10, incense, herbal powders, and spiritual items. If you travel with incense, healing herbs, or spiritual powders, you'll want to hear this. In 2025, TSA began flagging unlabeled, flammable, or powdery items, especially those that smell strong or resemble other controlled substances. It's not personal. It's simply part of their updated screening protocols. But unfortunately, many travelers have lost rare or sacred items simply because they weren't properly documented or labeled. Here's what to do. Pack them carefully in sealed containers, label everything, and if possible, declare them before screening. This especially applies to things like burning sage, ritual sand, or herbal blends used for ceremonies. Otherwise, you risk watching something meaningful get thrown in the trash right in front of you. So, out of all these, which banned item shocked you the most? Have you ever had something taken by TSA that seemed completely normal? Drop your story down in the comments. I read every single one, and your experience might even show up in a future video. If this video helped you out, give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe. Every week, we break down the newest travel rules before they ruin your next trip. Until next time, travel smart, pack smarter, and keep that carry-on safe from the confiscation bin.